Okay, what's up, guys? So, I know it's been a while. It's been like maybe what 2, 3 months now since my last reaction video. I know I said I wanted to upload once a week, but man, like life just happened. Like it just happens when you least expect it, and then like it's just like back to back stuff. So because of that, like because of all the things that were going on, it just distracted me, and then well, my motivation just went like downhill from there. But during that time, man, I haven't been keeping up with Gojuger. That's already like what, almost episode 30. What was the last Kamen Rider? And Kamen Rider Gav, and that's already done. I saw pictures of the newest Kamen Rider. I haven't seen any trailers or teasers or whatever, but sorry. But yeah, I was thinking we can just hop into episode 1. No teasers or anything at all. I've just seen the suit. I've seen the toys of like the henshin device, the weapon. That's all I've seen. Other than that, I have no idea of what it's about. But yeah, let's just hop into episode 1. Okay, so it's pretty high tech. That's wild. She said one thing, and Deuce says, "Oh my goodness, this got to be the writer, right? Looks like it. He has the hair for it. Told ya." Secret Defense Organization. What is it, Alpha? Okay. Okay, pause. So I'm getting kind of a W vibe here, like well, W was more like a detective kind of thing, but this one's more like a spy, or like Mission Impossible type of vibe, like a special agent. Which, considering from the suit design, I could see that. Whoa. It's just straight up gunfire now, huh? They're not even trying to censor. Oh, rubber bullets. That's why. Hmm. But how did you jump off from that room just to land back into that room? It makes no sense. Oh, that's why it was a dream. Kamen Rider Zeztz. Now this is probably one of the coolest weapons I've seen so far. In pause real quick. His weapon is probably the coolest one I've seen so far in maybe the entire Reiwa era. Let me think. 01 had the briefcases. Saber had their swords, obviously. Revice. Well, his sword was pretty cool too. He combined the axe with the blade. What was after Revise? Gachard. Nah, I didn't like Gachard's weapons. And then Gav. Nah, I don't really like Gav's either. So yeah, this one takes the cake of like the main writers, obviously. Like a sword that could transform into a gun, an axe, a scythe. Like, come on, who wouldn't want that? She's gotta be like one of the main or like major characters then, right? Because she's appeared in the beginning, like in his dream, and then now too in the ads. I freaking knew it. She looks kind of like Lobo from Geats. She's definitely a main character. Maybe even a potential future writer. Interesting. So this year is about dreams, huh? And I imagine the monsters are going to be called nightmares. It's a nightmare. Oh, that was clean transition. Dude, this really is a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Even I'm getting tripped out. Flatline. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's crazy. Like, my freaking headset is busted. But sorry, my nephew needed me real quick. Let's continue. Who's the light? That looks like the cyclone. That's an AI voice. I've heard that voice way too many times. Okay, okay, there's the belt. There's the little capsule. I'm assuming that's the light bulb that he grabbed. Looking kind of like Batman Beyond. Or even Spider 2099. What? That cut? What kind of cut was that? Okay, oh, sorry. I'm like too focused into the fight right now, and I'm also like focused on the suit. But man, like, well, it's almost done. I'll just save it to the end. Rider kick, rider kick. Okay, okay, something different. That's cool. This is the glow effect is reminding me of Fize. Okay, okay. I like that. Right, so did they see it? But then how did they know to keep an eye on him though? Ooh, that was his bike. Hold on, hold on. Oh, okay, so that's not the Cyclone. But this bike though, man, I'm liking it better than. Who actually had a bike? Well, I really liked Gotchard's. Gotchard was like a twin African, I think. Everyone else's was. They were just dirt bikes. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a dirt bike too, but just the fact that they decided to do like a cosmetic on it is. I don't know, it just makes it look better. Like, I know they did like stuff for Sabers and who else? I think just Sabers, right? Because in 01 it was just black and green green or neon yellow, whatever his color was. Saber, it was just black and red, and they just put a sword on it, like the helmet. And then Revise, it was CGI. Um, who else? Garchard was a twin African, I think, like I said. Gav was a dirt bike. Yep. And then now we have this. So yeah, this one and Gotchard, they both have the coolest bikes, but I didn't really like Gotchard. So hopefully this guy, like, hopefully his show is better. Okay, so his bike is kind of like, I don't want to say Fize's, because Fize was just a robot that listened, but I'd say more like Go Busters, Nick, the red Busters motorcycle, because he was more of like a sentient being almost, like he had a mind of his own pretty much. So his bike, they're calling him Jets, so maybe that's the way to pronounce it, not Zeztz. So I'm calling him Jets. So Jet's bike is probably like Red Busters, and then I don't know how I don't know how I feel about the fanny pack henshin. I don't know, like all riders have had a belt since the beginning. Like the only riders that didn't have a belt was um Zoe. I call him Zoe. Zeo. You know, people call him Zeo, but I call him Zoe. Zoe, Jay, Shin, and I'm pretty sure that's. Yeah, I think those are the only ones. Just those three. They're the only ones that don't have a belt. But all riders from Ichigo to Gav have had a belt, you know, around their waist. So seeing one without a belt now, I don't know, it's just weird. Like the three that don't have the belts, they're pretty bulky, so you can't really like it doesn't really like bother me as much. But Jets is more like a sleek, stealthy type of character, you know. Well, I wouldn't say stealthy, but you know, he's like a special agent, so he has to be like, I don't know, slim. I don't know, sleek, whatever. But yeah, just not having the belt throws me off a bit. I don't know how I feel about that, and he has to press the button, and I get that like the whole spinning thing is easier if it's on the chest. Like I get that. I don't mind it too much, but like I said, it's just throwing me off a bit. Um, what else is there? Oh, the nightmares. So I'm assuming it's kind of like wizards, because you know how wizard he had to like go into the gate, like you know the people they call them the gates. He had to go into the gates to fight the phantoms. So maybe this one he has to go to their nightmares to fight the monsters, or like the nightmares, whatever they're gonna be called. Yeah, I mean, other than that, not bad. I like the suit. Other than the fanny, um, nothing else really bothered me. And like I said, the fanny, it's not like a big problem, but it's just I'm so used to like every rider having a belt. Like even though Drive had the wrist, it's still connected to his belt, so he still had a belt regardless. But excuse me, yeah, not bad. I liked it. We'll watch episode 2 later, or maybe yeah, we'll watch it later on. Um, but yeah, I'll try my best to be more consistent now. I know I said that before, but man, like stuff just happened, and then lost motivation. And then I started playing 7 Days to Die. That game. I don't know if you guys have played that game. You know how grindy it gets. So I was grinding that, and then yeah, now here we are. I've I don't know. I don't know. I just miss doing this. So here you are. Hopefully I can stay consistent. Thank you guys for. I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around with me. And if you guys have been waiting, I do apologize. I'll try to do better.